Alright, so it's day 9, and so far so good. We actually haven't stayed at any campgrounds, maybe one where I actually had service. And usually when we do, we've been getting in pretty late, and like I said earlier, we just eat and go to bed and then head out. So I figured I'd just give an update along with a few quick videos and some pics of some of the things that we've seen and done since my last video. Like I said, I will do a day by day when I get back with all the GoPro footage, and post that hopefully within the week or so, at least a day here, a day there. But it's day 9 of 14 days, but we have today, which is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then Saturday morning we're getting up and we're going to try to push out 26 hours back to Indiana as fast as possible. I'm just going to let him sleep, and I'm going to drive through as long as I can until we stop at a motel and head out. But just an update on the Jeep. It is worked out great. By my calculations, we've probably done close to 4,000 plus miles. We are currently in Bowman Lake, Montana, in Glacier National Park. So this was our final destination. We're going to spend the next 2 days here, and it's been, the Jeep's been really good. I have not had a single issue with it. It was sluggish in one of the first passes that we went through, but then ever since then, I don't know if the gears weren't shifting right or something electrical was going on, but ever since then there has not been any problems. I mean, it has been slow because I got a lot of weight in this thing, but hasn't had too much of an issue getting up hills, and even at the higher elevations. I think the highest elevation we got to with the Jeep was almost 10,000 feet and through Beartooth Pass, which was awesome. That was probably one of the best drives I've ever driven in my life. But no engine light, no other lights. I checked the fluids yesterday. All the fluids are fine. Nothing wrong with the tires. I still have a little bit of shake in the steering wheel, but I've always had that. I think I have a little bit of dust buildup in the wheels a little bit, which is causing a balance issue, but nothing too bad. I even had this thing up to cruising at 80 miles an hour through South Dakota and Wyoming, parts of it, but most of the time I sit at 70, 75. And like I said, it's we've taken it on miles and miles of back roads, back mountain roads, and roads in parks and things like that. We've even went off-roading to a certain degree, and overall it's worked out really well. So when I get back, you know, obviously I have to do an oil change, and I'm going to have a few things worked on, like my motor mounts I'm probably going to switch out, but because there is a bunch of creaking up front. But other than that, it's worked out well. I can't complain for over 4,000 miles in, what is it, 9 days, and we're going to do another probably at least 100 around the park with all the driving we want to do around here and around the area, and then probably, I think it's 1,700 back to Indiana, where I'm going to drop Darren off, and then another 500 from there after that. So I mean, we're going to get close to 6,000 miles when this is all said and done. So if it breaks down at this point, I'll be okay with it, because we got to our final destination, and everything's worked out really well. So let me show you around inside quick, and then I'll play some videos and a couple of shots of some of the things that we've seen and done. But hold on. So here's the inside. I know I've showed this a few times before, but I mean, this has actually been lived in. I've stayed in this for 8 nights. This will be the 9th night. Just got a bag there that I'll throw up front later, but you know, I've got everything easily at hand here. I've got my fan with the light there, another fan with the light there, a light there, light there, light there, light there. So there's plenty of light in this thing. And then, you know, I've got my storage compartments, and I'll do another video about what worked and what didn't at another time. But the storage has worked out well. I keep all my clothes and personal items in there. And I've slept up here on the platform the entire time. It's actually pretty comfortable, so I can't complain about that. And then I took, at the advice of somebody, instead of wrapping the net around the entire door, I just put it up with magnets around the window, and that's actually worked out, so thanks for that comment. And that's what it looks like at night when we're in bear territory, or actually anywhere. I just go ahead and throw everything in the front seats that's on the driver's side, and it really only takes a couple of minutes. I mean, it takes 5 minutes to do that and 5 minutes to take it out and repack it. It's nothing at all. This one's locked, but you can see that it's completely full in there as well. And then there's a few items that Darren uses, and actually it's kind of cool because we're in the park and there's a deer. But so anyway, that's his tent. He's slept in that every night, hasn't had any issues with bears. We do put things in food boxes and keep everything in the Jeep, and then we have bear spray. But we haven't had any close calls or issues. But overall, I got all the stuff up there. Haven't had to use the umbrellas yet, actually. We just get into the campsite way too late. Haven't even used my tarp that's there. We did use the table one time, and haven't had to go in there and take any spare parts out or any fluids or anything out of that box. And the only gas I used was to help somebody out who ran out of gas about 100 yards from the gas station. So, but other than that, it's been pretty awesome. So go ahead and show some videos, but thanks for watching. I'll update as soon as I can, and leave your comments below, like and subscribe. Thanks.